Welcome everybody to Supreme Family Garden. And today, guys, we are going to give you an update to let you know spring is here in Central Florida. I think we're going to get a few more cold snaps, but nothing that's really going to knock the blossoms off of our tree. Okay. Got a lot of bugs out here. I got to spray. Flying in my nose. And anyway, things, man, I thank God that we did not get a lot of cold this year. So gonna show you guys how our peaches are coming along. All right. We're gonna have to prune this one. And guys, I pruned the heck out of these trees this year. So we're not gonna get as many peaches off of the trees in this area the way that we did last year, but my trees are gonna look a lot healthier next year.
Wow, that's a lot on that limb right there.
And we are definitely gonna thin them out, and I'm gonna show you guys because it does hurt my soul to thin out trees. But you know, watching a lot of you guys, I've learned that it's the proper way to do things. So, you know, it doesn't hurt me as much. And I'm gonna give you a prime example of why we should thin our fruit trees. Okay, I want you to look at this, okay? If you guys notice, that's one peach on this limb, okay? Now we're gonna go here. There's two peaches here. A lot of, pardon me, basic elementary. See here, two, one. See how much smaller these are than those guys. So what we're gonna do.
Oh, that hurt, babe.
We're gonna do that. See, like right here, okay? Just wanna pull a few of them off. Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
I don't mind the small peaches though, babe. I said I don't mind 100 small peaches.
I know you would say such a thing.
Oh, babe.
And the tree's saying right now, thank you, Jesus. They out here taking some of this stuff off me. It's gonna break my branches. And you think about it, right? Now let's say we lose this limb. This is about a year's worth of growth just to eat 3 extra peaches. That doesn't make good sense. You know, do it the right way. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. I won't take no more, baby. I'll do it when you're not looking. All right, we're gonna bring you guys in the back, and I'll show you another reason why we cut these back a lot, because we added a few more to our collection. Stay tuned. We don't have as many on this one as we did last year because I heavily pruned this tree. And the one on the back side actually has a lot, and we actually got to start thinning them. If you look here, this one almost has as many as the one that the donut peach tree. So like right here, we will thin this and take this off.
Oh, that hurts me.
But the fruit will love you, and the tree will thank you for it. All right, now the trees that we just showed you guys, those are all trees that we purchased at Lowe's and Home Depot. This is actually a peach tree that I purchased at a nursery. And this is the second year. If you guys go back to my other peach trees, you can see how much this thing has grown. And right here, just gonna thin that out, take off a little of these, few of those little guys. And guys, this tree is loaded. And I'm not sure, guys, if this is the reason for what I am about to show you. But in some of my videos, I killed a few animals, a few buzzards and once an armadillo that was back here. And I buried those two animals, okay, by two trees. And those two trees, I swear, I don't know if it's the blood from the animal, the meal, the bone, whatever it is. And I know there's a lot of people about using carcasses and things of that nature in your garden. But what I am about to show you, and you guys remember back in the video on what I did with it, okay? And I'm gonna show you the difference in blossoming, fruit production. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but it's kind of ironic that the two trees that I planted some carcasses next to, they fruited early. Again, we didn't get a harsh cold snap to where it would, you know, screw my blossoms up. Pardon my French, because I know there's a lot of people when you say screw, it still sounds kind of ugly. But anyway, let's go over there and let's take a look. How about that? And see here, guys, when this happens, you definitely want to thin that out because that will snap this limb. Because there's 3, 6, 8 on here. So we'll bring that down and take him off. Close your eyes, honey. I know you don't like
I know that hurts so bad.
hurts your soul, don't it? Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, this tree is way up there. Look, babe, look how tall.
It's growing.
So we should have cut this down, huh?
Yeah, we should have cut it, knocked it in
Because
half.
we're not gonna get the stuff on top.
Yeah, but it's okay because we'll let the birds eat those, and that way they won't eat these.
Oh, I was thinking more they'll fall on the ground. We could still get them.
That's what'll happen. That way when we come out here in the mornings, we can look at the birds and nature.
And our grapes, they're sleeping, as you said.
They're still in their dormant state. We're actually going to do a video on pruning these guys, hopefully this weekend, because we're going to put out a lot of videos because we've been slacking. Baseball started back up, whelping multiple dog litters. It's been a lot.
What's this one, babe? A plum?
Nope, this is actually a nectarine tree. Now, guys, I'm going to show you something, okay? I'm not sure, guys, if this happens to you guys, but we have about 7 nectarine trees, okay? And I actually grew these guys the same way that I grew my peach trees. But for some reason, I don't get as much growth or fruit production out of nectarines the way that I do peach. Nor do I get a lot of growth out of my plum trees as opposed to my peach trees.
There's a few fruits on here.
And this one has actually been planted. And again, this one we purchased. Well, I made up a word then, baby.
Oop, I just snapped it off.
Oh, it's okay.
Sun Home.
Yeah, we have Sun Home and Sun Glow. Those are the only 2 varieties that actually grow in our section. And now we're going to turn around and show you guys. All right, everybody. We are back here. And right about here, somewhere in here, I buried an armadillo. Yes, an armadillo I buried right there. Now remember, guys, okay? Remember, we have about 20 peach trees out here, but this peach tree, and there's one in the back, I'm hoping we're gonna have enough energy in this battery to show it to you guys. But I want you to look at the difference. Not only the peaches, but I want you to look at the quality of the leaves on this peach tree. With that blood, bone, whatever else is in that armadillo. And that's it.
This has a lot.
It's loaded. I mean, if there was a blossom, there's a peach. And again, guys, go back in some of my, if my wife can do it today, because we have not made a video, 1,000 apologies, and show you guys when we planted this, okay? And you know my wife helps me with the lawn. And we bought, I don't know about y'all wife now, but my wife ain't good with the weed eater. And I love my plants. I love my plants. Honest to God, I do. Sometimes my wife and my kids, I just made a joke, they help me in the lawn. We try to teach them about the weed whackers. But one of my trees, my son, he beat it half to death, and I think Malik did, my other son, he did the same thing. So I went and bought these. They were on sale for 50 cents. I left this on here because I knew I was gonna do a video on this tree. Now I want you guys to look, because number one, this is 1 year's growth on a peach tree that I bought from Lowe's. Okay, here, this is growing. Oh, look at that. You can't stage that, you know? Look at the trunk. Good thing I took it off. You see that? It has a tan. But look at the girth on that baby. 1 year's growth. Now again, I'm not saying go out there and find no damn armadillo and throw them under your tree. But the blood or the bone or whatever's in him, this tree did fantastic. I mean phenomenal. We are gonna thin it out, but it's like, wow. And over here, this is a Santa Rosa plum tree. She's starting to wake up. I should prune her up a little bit. I have not, as of yet, I don't want to speak it into existence because there is power in the tongue. I have not had a lot of success on growing these, but I'm going to show you a little bit later on a few of them that I'm starting to feel a little bit better about. Okay, and again, these are those little 50 cent thingy doohickeys, little weed guards for my trees. Now you see, this went on this.
Whoa.
This went on, guys, the same way as that one on the peach tree. And look, it's still the same size, okay? Grown in the same environment, but again, I didn't put an armadillo underneath it. Not saying that's the reason, but I really think there was something inside of that that inhibited it to do what it did. So blood meal, bone meal, I think I'm gonna start using that more often. No armadillos. I'm just playing, because if I shoot one or find one dead in the road, I'm going in front of my house, baby. I don't mean I'm dry down the street, see an armadillo, throw them on back in the truck for some fertilizer. Unless nobody see me, then I might do it.
I was just gonna say.
And again, this is another one of our plum trees. This is a Gulf Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, and she's starting to wake up. She has a few blossoms. Pardon the weeds, guys. I got to spray for weeds and stuff this weekend.
And cut the grass.
And cut the grass. And over here, this is another one of our, let's see, for the king, for the peach. This is a Florida. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Florida King, peach.
I don't know how you remember all the names.
Well, we only made a few videos on them. My mind isn't that bad yet, baby. I'm not that old. And she's starting to wake up. Don't know if we'll get... This actually is the first year that this tree is actually giving off anything, because we have not actually got fruit off of this one yet. And again, look at the size of it. You know, but again, you have to have patience, just like everything else in life. Okay, everything else, we must have patience, especially in the garden. Especially for people who are just starting a garden, you just have to have patience, because I'm gonna go out, not saying on a limb on this, because he's my friend, and I think he's most of y'all friends too who's watching this video. We're gonna talk about him for a second. He's a good guy. He's an awesome guy. And what he's put inside of all of us is how to do everything. And that's God, okay? And, or Yahweh, or whatever you want to call it. Because if we sit back and think about it, if we're his children and he gave us all this, just because we fail once, that doesn't mean we stop, okay? That doesn't mean we stop. We keep on going, okay? We keep going, because what's inside of him is inside of us. So at the end of the day, just because your tree doesn't do right one year, talk to that tree. It's gonna happen. Do not give up. Now over here, this is another peach tree. I really thought this one would be loaded with blossoms.
It's not even trying to wake up yet, huh, babe?
Yeah, maybe it, again, remember what I said earlier, we didn't get a lot of chill hours this year. So I'm actually thankful for what we got. Also remember, when you guys are gonna buy a peach tree, whatever stone fruit you're going to get, make sure it's adequate for your area, for your zone, okay? Meaning if you look at your county, whatever it's called, and see how many chill hours, then you go say, okay, I can buy this tree, that tree, and this tree. Buy those trees. Sometimes check the labels. Excuse me. You got gas. Something burping. That's gas, right, baby?
Better up than down, though.
I wish mine would come out. I like that part of stuff. But anyway, yeah, so make sure you guys check all of that. And basic 666 fertilizer. If you can, mulch. I was very, very huge on using mulch around all of my trees, but we had a snake problem where the snakes were actually burrowing and using my mulch as an incubator. So I'm winning my nose. Nasty rascal. So anyway, so that's why we did away with it. And but it's very good to start off with for beginner gardeners or those who may want to start indulging in the process of growing some peach trees. Very good way to keep your tree established, okay? Oh, we have a few more peach trees I want to show you guys. Follow me. I know, guys, I said peach tree, but I brought you to this plum tree. This is the first year I've gotten this many blossoms on this tree. Thank you, Lord. That's another reason why I said do not give up. I bought this one, I think, at a flea market for about $5 or $10 about 7 years ago. No, it was longer than that, baby. It was before we moved here. So about 9 years ago.
Is this the one that
they ran it over and everything?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you ran it over. That you sure did.
No, I did not. Always blaming me.
You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure we're going to get more blossoms out of this in the next week or two. So, which will be nice because I don't want everything to fruit all at the same time. Anywho. So I'm very, very happy for this. And again, I'm going to show you down low. See, there was a lot of mulch that I used on these babies, but I raked most of it out. And I'm going to go a different way on taking care of them now. I'm just trying to find, well, I've been making like different types of organic fertilizers and stuff like that. I'll show you guys in another video. But yeah, any type of 666, 10, 10, 10, 2 to 3 times a year, it's perfect. It's perfect. Or you can take actually your compost, put it in a bucket, let it sit there, and then just go about 4 or 5 feet around the tree 3, 4 times a year. Should be plenty. And give it time. Have patience. All right, a couple more trees. Follow me. Okay, guys, here's another one of our nectarine trees. And this is a sun home like the one on the other side. And this one actually has more fruit. Not as many as the other one, but you may harvest about 10 or 15 off of this. And I'm thinking now, that's the reason why nectarines are a little more expensive and we don't see as many nectarines in the markets as we do peaches. Because honestly, like, again, I think it's 6, 8, or 9 nectarine trees that we have, and we've never had them loaded the way that we do with our peach trees. I've never had plums loaded, breaking limbs the way I do with peaches. So if anyone knows, a little trick of the trade, leave it in the comments below, because I just had the link thing put back to my phone to where I can respond to the messages and I don't leave everything up to my wife. And over here, I'm gonna show you, again, this is the tree that buzzard.
Yeah, I remember.
Where the buzzard was buried, okay? Again, look at the leaves and the exuberance on this tree, man. I buried a buzzard here a couple years ago. A buzzard. And I swear to you, man. Again, I'm not for sure, and one more time, I'm not saying run out there and grab some doggone roadkill and throw it under your tree. I'm not saying that, but blood meal, bone meal, tree looks good, man. Picture perfect.
Still an insect, babe?
Look at that. It's gonna be so good. The bug died on it.
This is loaded too, babe. Wow, I can't wait.
And again, guys, you remember me back here with that buzzard. Hell, I think I buried a couple snakes over here too. I figured, well, if it's alive, I'm gonna use it. And again, it's not the fruit, it's the look of the tree that shows me, hey, something inside of that blood and that bone stuff that's kind of doing the trick. And again, they do sell this stuff in your local big box stores. So now, again, don't go out and get the squirrels and throw them under your tree. Bring them all down here to me. I'll put them under mine. Look, man. Look at that. This thing is...
Big one.
And look, this is the first insect that I've actually seen that's alive. There's a little grasshopper. Something here. Alrighty. And we have a few. If you turn around. This one isn't doing too much.
Has a lot of blossoms though.
Hey, 20 blossoms, baby. Ain't a lot.
Babe, it has more than 20. Come on, look over here, babe.
All right, that's enough of this tree. Let's go to a tree that they want to see. All right, last but not least. All right, this is my Santa Rosa plum tree. Now, I'm proud of this tree.
This one? We got a lot of plums from this one last year.
I like this stuff.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Jesus.
And this was really sweet, remember that?
We didn't get a lot. We only got like 8 plums.
No, I probably got 3. You ate them all.
I ate 8. So we got 11. This year we got 111. So y'all can get 11.
Yeah. Oh no, because I'm home now, so I'll be running out here to get my snacks. Wow, this has a lot. Jeez.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to thin this one out because I've been waiting a mighty long time.
Ooh,
But
they
this
could have.
one,
Oh no, I thought it was a bee.
I mean, this is going
Wow,
to
look at this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna make it though.
The Lord
That
gonna
many
keep
plums
them
on there. Look at it.
Yeah,
Look
but
at the plums already.
You're right. I'm going to wait for them to form, then I'll thin a few of them.
I remember this one was really sweet.
And honestly, I transplanted this plum tree so many times that it's unreal.
It likes this spot. Don't move it, babe. What was that?
That's a turtle over there. I caught the turtles back there the other day. They was humping and a pumping. I got it on video, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I still have it in my phone. He was making him some babies, boy.
Jeez.
He had a head down in the hole.
Okay,
he
babe.
was up. Oh.
I don't think they really want to know.
All right. Oh yeah. One other plum tree that's kicking butt this year. Follow me. She made me stop at this tree. Got 10 blossoms on it. I didn't even want to talk about it. But she said
He's
I have to
still doing
show
something?
Yeah, she said I have to show the good, bad, and the ugly. I said, oh well.
Oh, look at the ladybug. That means we're gonna get some good fruits.
Mm-hmm. That's what Jesus told you, that ladybug meaning that, baby?
No, Jesus didn't tell me that.
All right. Last but not least, now we do have a few more, but I'm just going to sum it up. We have about 15 more. That whole section's all stone fruit. And the reason, again, I do this, y'all, is because with my luck, I won't get a lot of fruit
What's
on one
this,
tree.
babe? Plums?
This is called plum.
Okay.
This is my tree. Now, this one I bought at a nursery.
Did we get anything from this last year?
We had 5 plums, and I ate all 5, baby.
Okay, because I don't remember tasting
And
this
all of those
one.
were on the ground. Bug ate one side, I ate the other side. I wasn't going to let all my work go in vain. So it's like, Bug, you had your part. Going to wipe it off. I do my thing. But anyway, this tree is loaded. Look at that. I didn't even want you to know there was this many fruit on this tree.
I was
gonna
going to
say
see it
wasn't none
anyway
of them.
when I start cutting the grass.
I was going to tell you it's infested with lizards, so you wouldn't come back here. Where is it at? Look at all under there. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. I'm a bad man. I can't even brag about growing plums. The Lord did this. Well, the Lord helped me grow everything, but He gave me favor this year.
Oh my goodness, look at here.
Mm-hmm. And what's that saying? Favor ain't fair. But again, you gotta have patience, everybody. You have to have patience. Look at all that. Look at that. Look at that cluster. Damn, it look like grapes, don't it? Look at that, everybody. Coach Casey, I know you're gonna watch this video. I'm gonna give you a few. That's another one of my neighbors, not Will, I am gardener. He's Coach Casey, and his yard looks just like this. I mean, we all do a lot of gardening, but I beat all of them. I'm the best in the neighborhood. Look at that. And this here, I'm gonna clean this up because now my tree is established and I'm not as worried about it. But I usually put leaves around all of my trees. And again, I'm gonna show you something. Here, these are all where we planted some greens and different things that I throw out here just to feed it. So again, guys, don't be ashamed, especially if you know you're not gonna have any company for a while. And you can throw this little stuff out there by the time your family comes. broken down, fed your plant, saved you some money. You have a beautiful garden. But see here, that's what we do. And look at that. This is what it's growing in. This. And all of this is old leaves. That's it. Now, again, if I clean this up, it'll look a lot nicer. And I have not gotten around to it to actually do it the way I want to do it. But so far, it's so good. Even if I take about the first 8 inches of this off and leave it down to right here, that'll feed this plant for the remaining growing season. And you should be okay. Little things like that, man. Little things like that. Even if you want to go and dig it out about 2 inches, take a nice layer of leaves and put in it, a little bit of mulch, or even put the leaves down in it. Take some dirt, cover it up if you don't want to see the mess, if you know, depending on how your yard is set up and your landscaping, of course. That way you still can feed your plant organically and it'll look nice. And that is about it. I'm trying to think of what else. No, because the rest of our fruit trees have not woken up yet. The peaches, not the peaches, some plums, apples, a few other things hadn't woken up yet. But when they do, we'll definitely bring you guys back. Thank you so very much for watching. May God bless each and every one of you. Get out there and grow something. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye-bye.